Hey Terraria fans, welcome back to another speed build video. Guys, in this one we're going to be taking a look back in time at one of my, earlier and semi-popular videos around the Old Ones Army, where I actually made a custom arena for that event. Now the idea here, guys, was to take some cues from that old build and actually implement it in a new way. And the idea here is to actually make a sort of thematic version of this. In this case, we're going to go with a jungle or temple themed build. So this arena is actually going to focus around some of those elements that you would typically see around the temple and or the jungle. Now guys, this build actually took me 2 full streams to put together because there's a lot of detail. It's a little bit expansive, and if you do want to catch me actually building these kinds of things live, guys, you can actually do so on Twitch, and the link is down below. And of course, additionally, guys, if you're enjoying any of the content here on the channel, go ahead and hit the like, the subscribe, or the little dinner bell so you can know when the next video hits the old universe. Now, with all that said, guys, before we actually hop into the build, just one more reminder to stay until the end of this video, because I will be highlighting all of the materials that you're going to need to use for a build like this in case you decide to make your own version. And with that, enough for me. Let's get to the build, shall we? Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that build. As promised at the beginning of this video, I'm going to cover all of the materials that I use in this rather detailed build, and you're going to be a little bit surprised that we're not using that much stuff. So if you want to see all the materials, I encourage you to pause right here so that you can kind of capture everything in case you do want to make a replicate build of this. But as you can see, guys, it's a lot of lizard brick, a lot of actuators, some ebonstone, some mudstone, and a number of walls. Now, I will say, obviously the lizard brick wall and the lizard brick are going to be pretty obvious there, but I think for the pillars, some of those pieces, guys, are a combination of palladium column as well as ebonstone, and I used a lot of brown paint. Now, for the ultra bright fire blocks, I use these for torches. I painted these either cyan or lime paint, I think is what the color was. We also went with a lot of moss, as well as some tendril and some topaz gem spark. So nothing crazy or unique. We also used some waterfall wall to add some of that ambient background. We made sure that we painted all that cyan as well. So guys, as you can see, not too many materials given all of the actual detail that we did use. It's not an extensively difficult build when it comes to the materials. It just takes some time to make everything look rough and beat up and old, and that's going to add a lot of detail to a build like this. So I do hope that this helps you guys when you try to make your own version. Let me know if you do decide to go with that kind of style down the road, and hopefully this helps you. If you have any questions, guys, do feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will, of course, get back to you and try to answer as best as I can. Alright guys, so there you go. There is our jungle, or I guess temple version of the Old One's Army arena. I think it's a pretty good rendition considering if you look at our old one. Now that said, guys, my favorite features here are, of course, the waterfalls and some of those little details with the columns and busted down pillars. Everything looks kind of broken and a little bit abandoned, which I think is the perfect fit. And if you're wondering, guys, I did try to make the temple look a little bit like the golem. I just thought it would be a nice little kind of touch or add. So it's not perfect. I don't like the fact that I had to actuate everything, of course. But hey, sometimes you just gotta make do with what you got. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. If you're enjoying the content here on the channel, feel free to check out some more videos or whatever pops up here on your screen. And as always, guys, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. We will see you in the next one.